Good afternoon, Mr. Patel. This is Matthew from the Nant Garage. I've recently received word from the Good Garage Scheme Administration people that you've written a letter of dissatisfaction, citing us as having ripped you off for the fee of £25 for windscreen wiper blades. Well, let's just take you back a step. When we recently MOT'd your daughter's car, it didn't quite gain the accreditation of the MOT pass, based around the failure to the front brakes, and the reasoning behind the failure for the wipers was not because they weren't new or they weren't clearing the windscreen effectively, but the driver's side wiper was insecure. It hadn't quite been fitted correctly. Now, when I spoke to your daughter, she tells me that you yourself fitted the blades perhaps within 14 days as you purchased them from Halfords. Now, I suggested to her at the time that Halfords operate a we fit policy, but your daughter seemed to indicate that you declined that offer and wanted to save presumably a few pounds and fit the wiper blade yourself. Well, perhaps you scored a bit of an own goal there, because during the fitting of the blade, evidently the one on the driver's side wasn't fitted correctly and was wobbly. So that was the reason for the test not being completed first time round, was that the windscreen wiper was insecure. So rather than suggesting that we ripped you off, because we actually supplied you a brand new set of wiper blades, the old ones of which you quite rightly requested and are in the boot of the car, we didn't in fact rip you off. We told you that the wiper blades, we always recommend a replacement of a pair. We told you that the wiper blade was insecurely fitted and that it needed replacement. So we sought your consent before such times we changed the wiper blades in order to gain the MOT pass. Now, of course, you could have not instructed us to change the wiper blades. You could have driven the car back to Halfords and told them that they fitted you the wrong blades, or they supplied you the wrong blades. But nevertheless, the foot of blame now seems to be laid at our door, and you've used the term that we've ripped you off. Well, simply that's not the case. We did seek prior approval from you, or indirectly from you, from your daughter, to fit the wiper blades in order to gain the MOT pass. So I think it's a little bit unfair for you to say that we've ripped you off. I will send a copy of this tape to the Good Garage Scheme, who will obviously understand that there's two sides to every story, and I'll send a copy for you. And if you need to come and speak to me about it, it might have been better for you to speak to me rather than necessarily write to them, although that's your right. You write to them, you can write to anyone you like, but evidently they're going to investigate before such times as they publish your comments, which I do say probably a little bit unfair and without justification. So I'm sorry that you feel that way. Perhaps next time it might be better for you not to fit the wiper blades, stick to what you do and let the garage people do what they do, and therefore you won't be frustrated about the cost around the sight of wiper blades or any other such motoring matters. So I'll send you this tape, and if you want to come and see me, then you know where I am. If not, wish you all the best. Okay, thanks, Mr. Patel.